A checkity check. Hey, it's Kyle with WMBF.
Hang on, do it again. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5, 6,
that'll be
7.
better.
Okay.
It was like peeking in the red before, I think.
Yeah, I did notice it was a little up there.
Here, try to plug these in and see if you can hear better. And once you do that, I think we need to do another live shot.
Yeah, dude, it moved a good bit.
Yeah.
Another one hit it and it started to move.
I want to see. I hope we can get it live. You know?
Yeah.
Get it even live. I'll like step right out of the way and keep talking until it happens.
What time is it?
It's just past 12:30.
Okay, so 1:30.
Yeah.
I hear something.
Check. Oh, yeah, that's better.
So is it right or left?
Check.
It
Okay.
should be left.
Yes, left. Checkity check. Yep.
Okay. That is good. There's there. It's like 50 people out here.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 second, guys. I gotta add Kyle to the call. Hang on. And merge. Okay, mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Mic check 1 2. Okay. All right. Have you been rolling on the live shots? Can you do that? Well, that is the update, Eric, as the water level continues to rise. This Jeep stuck in the ocean here. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can see it, and it's become quite the spectacle. You can see a lot of people coming out here easily, 20, 30, 40, 50. I see even more people way down there coming in. A lot of people trying to check this out, trying to see what's going to happen with this Jeep here. This is on, oh, do you see that? Did you catch that, Kyle? The Jeep just kind of went up a little bit as the water continues to rise here. Kyle, keep that shot right there. We just want to wait around and see if that happens again there. A lot of people out here taking photos, trying to see what all is going on here. A lot of people out here on Facebook Live checking all of this out. A bunch of news crews as well, including us, just seeing what all's going to happen here as the water level continues to rise, just keeps coming higher and higher. We are right by the dunes, and when we got here, the water was peaking, getting as high as it could, probably around like 30 or 40 yards closer to the ocean than it is right now. The water right now coming up really close to the dunes, meaning that Jeep, it's not good news for that Jeep, of course, and you can see all of those people out here checking this out, but we're going to continue to keep an eye out on this. We've been out here for several hours. Did you see that, Kyle? You saw that one right there? Wow. You saw the Jeep starting to move there. The sand is covering, it looks like pretty much the entirety of the tires right now. Earlier, well, the back tire anyway. The front one looks like a lot more is showing, but earlier it was about halfway, but the water continues to rush up there, continues to move that Jeep around. It's been out here for several hours now, and we're being told that high tide is right around 1:30. You can see it moving again right there. It continues to move more and more as the water continues to move more and more close to this area right here. What's the time right now? 12:40 right now I have on my watch. That means less than an hour until around high tide, so we're going to continue to keep an eye out on this. You can just see that water continue to rush up onto that Jeep. I was doing a Facebook Live a little bit earlier, and one of the main questions that people were asking was, how did it end up there? It's a good question. What we're hearing from Myrtle Beach Police anyway, one Myrtle Beach police officer who we saw a little bit down that way a little bit earlier today, he was telling us that somebody was just out here driving along, looking to get an adrenaline rush on or something like that, and the Jeep just ended up right here in the ocean. Again, this is right around 36th Avenue North in Myrtle Beach, and as you can see, it's quite the spectacle here. A lot of people coming out here to check it out, so we're going to continue to keep an eye out on it and see what ends up happening. Again, high tide, we're expecting that around 1:30, guys.
Washes out to sea or what?
Hang on, we're live, sorry.
I was thinking.
It might be a good idea to move the top. Get a better view.
Yeah, so let me just make sure with them that our bump, because I think they still have the bump up. Let me just make sure that the shot's not up. Maybe we can do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not sure. I think it's those things are kind of high. I think they'd get in the way of the shot, you know.
And like at least here, it's a great shot for you.
Yeah.
You're like level with the camera. I always bump it up too.
I think we'll be okay here.
And I mean, you can tell people to move when we're down here too.
Yeah. Dude, look. Can you see it? It's like,
That's fun. Oh, she's moving.
Did it move?
Almost, huh? Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Oh. Dude. The water coming back now. Like
Yeah.
the water's just gonna get hit here.
Whoa, man.
Rocking.
Dude, it's getting washed away.
Yeah, for
It is
sure.
definitely getting washed
By
away.
1:30?
Yes. Huh?
By 1:30, dude? For sure.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you know if they still have our bump up?
I have no idea. I feel like it's probably smart to just leave it up, though. My friend from my old station in Jacksonville just sent me a photo, like, of them taking our shot, so
Oh, nice.
it's kind of going all over the place, I
Yes,
think.
dude. Should I hang up on IFB? Or
Yeah, let's do that. Someone else probably needs it. Yeah, look, my friend sent me that.
oh, nice. oh. Dude, this is the best.
If it starts to wash away, just like get behind that camera and start rolling like
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
Holy crap, dude, look at it. It's like swaying now.
Tim, I can see your shot at my work. That's funny. This is not drenching.
Dude, it keeps holy crap. Dude, get behind that camera and get ready to roll. It just moved. I think we need to do another shot. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna call us in before I tell them we're ready so that we can actually just go. You're rolling. Just keep it rolling. Whoa. All right, here, I'm gonna add you. All right, 1 minute. Kyle, are they in the way? Yeah. Hey guys, can we just ask you to move down a little bit? We're about to go live. Thanks. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 2 2. Mic check 1 2. Thanks. Stand by, Kyle. Yeah, everyone is keeping an eye out on that Jeep. Like you said, it's all over the internet too, Facebook. Everyone's talking about this right now, but I'm going to step out of the way again so that you can see. Now, look at that. Do you see that? Wow. Look at that. That has been happening every few minutes over here, over at Myrtle Beach. Again, this is around 36th Avenue North. The Jeep just keeps on coming up as the water continues to rise and push it up. It's actually moved a little bit. I don't know if you've been paying attention a little bit, but if you've been keeping an eye out on this in our recent live shots, it was turned The rear end of the Jeep was turned a little bit more like it was facing more a little bit towards us. Now it's moved the other direction, closer to the ocean now, and that's because the water just continues to rise. It continues to push that Jeep more and more, so we're expecting to see it move a little bit more as we continue to see the water just come up and start rushing up against that Jeep. You can see it dip down a little bit right there, but again, we're going to keep an eye out on it here. But this is definitely the story of the hour, like you mentioned here. Kyle, if you could just zoom out for me and show all these people over here to my right here. You can see just how many people are out here watching what's going on out here, a bunch of news crews as well. This is definitely a sight to be seen here. What we're hearing from Myrtle Beach officials is that somebody was driving this Jeep out on the beach earlier today, maybe looking for adrenaline or something like that, looking for something, some excitement going on out here in Hurricane Dorian, but they obviously ended up in this situation right here, and it's not a situation that you want to end up in, because if that's your car, this is not a good sight for you. But that is what ended up happening here. It's a Jeep Patriot. And it's been sitting here for hours now. I don't remember what time we arrived here. Kyle, I don't know if you remember, what was it, like 10, 11, something like that? We got here around 11. What time is it now? It's almost 1 o'clock. And what we've been hearing is 1:30 is when high tide is supposed to come in. And you can see that Jeep just continue to move. And I don't know if you look at that right there. Wow, that's probably the most movement that we've seen from it within the last, since we've been here, really. Wow, those waves continue to just crash down on it. There goes another big movement right there. Who knows what could end up happening? This Jeep could end up washing out there into the ocean if this trend continues. You know, it's buried kind of deep into the sand, but the more that water continues to rush in there, the more that Jeep moves around, and if you can see in the distance, the waves are just so powerful. They just continue to crush down here. I've been speaking with some people out here just about the comparison to kind of the Atlantic versus the Pacific. We know the Pacific is really known for the waves, the Atlantic not as much, but the waves definitely looking like Pacific type waves today, just because they're so strong, so powerful here. Continuing to move that Jeep Patriot, it continues to kind of wobble around with each little movement of the water there, so we're going to continue to keep an eye out on it here. But again, this is definitely the story out here as so many people continue to watch. Again, 36th Avenue North here in Myrtle Beach. We're going to continue to keep an eye out on this Jeep and see what ends up happening with it. Well, that's a good question, Eric. I actually noticed the same thing as I was talking just a second ago. I did notice that the license plate isn't there anymore either, and it definitely was there a little bit earlier, so not sure. I mean, I didn't see anyone take it. A bunch of people are kind of going up to the Jeep, checking it out. They're taking photos with it. I didn't see anyone take it. I'm not sure somebody would do that, but one would assume that the water kind of pushed it away there. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. Wow, incredible stuff here. That's a good question, Meredith. Let me kind of, Kyle, if you could help me kind of show what's going on here. Kyle, just point the camera out to the guy out there in the jeans right there. You see where that guy is standing right there? That was about as high as the water was getting when we first got here. Again, that was around 11, almost 2 hours ago now. That was about as high as the water was coming. And then, Kyle, zoom out here and show right now. If you could just take a look down here, Kyle, you can see the foam right here from the water, just to see how much higher it's gotten up. I think the highest it got, it did go past this wood right here a little bit earlier today. It was just right over here just a few minutes ago, but that's just to give you an idea of how much the water has risen. And so if we look back at the Jeep there, you can see it has been stuck in all of that water as it continues to push in here and just push and push and push. Again, the waves continuing to move strongly in here as this Jeep continues to just sit there in the ocean after somebody presumably just drove around here out on the beach to see what was going on, guys. Hey. Where are we parked? I believe it's 37th. I think it's 37th is where we parked. We're like on the street. Yeah, it's on Ocean Boulevard. It's not a parking spot. There's a bunch of cars out on the street there parked too. Oh, great. Okay, yeah, I won't. I mean, there's really not much else we can do about it because there's like 5 spots in that beach access and they're all taken since so many people are out here. There's easily like 50, 60 plus people out here. But yeah, so yeah, not sure there's much else we can do about that because we got to stick around and watch. Okay. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. See ya.
You guys have the truck that's out there?
Yeah, we've not
Parked on Ocean?
Yeah.
WMBF?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to get moved.
Okay, we'll move it.
All right, appreciate it. Telling everybody, so.
Okay.
You guys got to come up too.
Where can we move it to? We got to stick around and watch what's going on out here. Where can we move it?
Beach access anywhere, but that whole road is posted no parking.
Okay.
We started getting calls about it, so.
Okay.
We can't just say, oh yeah.
Middle of the
they're allowed
hurricane,
to
y'all
stay.
got calls about it?
Trust me. It's Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
Think I want to be out here?
No, I don't blame you.
All right, you want me to go see if I can...
I'll go look around to see where I can park. But we got to leave our gear here. We can't do this. I'll go see where I can. Are you parked in one of the parking spots in the beach access?
You got the moving shit, man.
safe, huh?
Oh yeah. Exciting. Exciting stuff.
What do you think, man? It's out or?
I don't know. It might. I tied the 130.
Was she like 16, 17? But I hope it's in Virgo.
Yeah, right?
I'm looking at the comments already. People are like, what is it supposed to be?
Oh,
Go
my
through
God.
everything.
That's funny.
No, the commercial's a lie. They show it on Bronx. They don't show it in the beach. They did not ever show a Jeep driving. Probably
Hey, great cameraman. When you work 17. You find a parking spot?
they have to get a train or something out here.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
God.
All right, sounds good.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check check check. I would have just